Hello everyone, this is Pilpoh. Welcome back to All the Mods 10 Limited Edition. We're getting close though to it not being limited anymore. We're still hardcore though. If I do that, you can see my hardcore little hearts down there. Now, I've got a plan for today, and the plan is we're going to just start knocking out all of the bits for the pulsating black hole. And at some point, we will try and get the dimensional seed as well, I think. But we'll do that probably in a couple of episodes. I know I'm supposed to do the Insanite at some point. Ooh. I wonder why our power is dying. That is interesting. You running out of what? You running out of lava? Why is that happening? What in the actual heck? Because you should be... No, you're fine. I bet I know what it is. I bet it's because this can't output enough power. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Okay, I'll tell you what. That's the first thing we're going to do today. We're going to make ourselves a new cube. So, I already have, like, the recipe and everything to make the cube right there. So, I've just swapped that one out. Ooh, this is a little bit squeaky bum time right now. There it is. Right. So all we should need to do is I should take this one. I can pop it here. And that's going to input there and it's going to output there. And then the rest of it, we turn it off. And that should be everything we needed to do right there. And you should be at full power again. Perfect. Nice. Yeah, this thing can only output a certain amount. So it's good that we spotted that though. Flipping heck. Anyway, yeah. So, anyway, today, we're going to start with the lightning bomb. That one's already done. Okay. We did that purely because we wanted lightning at one point. So, we made the cheapy lightning grenades that we could make, right, with the thunderstruck thing. So, there you go. There's the lightning grenade. That one's already done. This one we can already do as well. Let's get a bunch right there. One can be made. We need to make ourselves the stable wormhole. Easy, easy. We could do that. We've invested already into some occultism, so that's already pretty good. We probably already got the achievement or quest thing for that because we've already made one, right? We are using it right now. So for this one, I'm actually going to bookmark the recipe, pop it up there. Although looking at it, there's no like quest or anything for it. So, but yeah, this one should be easy enough. Let's make the wormhole thingy. And then, what is it for this? We need a ender pearl, some quartz, and then we need a blue book as well, which we can do right there. So, one ender pearl, and then, what was it? Quartz, 1, 2, and then we need the blue book with... I always forget the name of the book, so I just search for occultism, and there it is, right there. Oh, we've already got a blue book right there. Love it. So, let's grab that one. Right there. Pretty sure it was the spectral compulsion one. If we have a look again, sorry. That is... Is that the square one? Oh, missed. Sorry. The square one. I think it's this one, right? If it loops back round. It is! Huh, nice. Okay. You guys were right about that. I should definitely be looking at the like, you know, shape of it. There's a circle one, there's a square one, and then there's like a weird like Y, which is the diamond one we've got right here. So that right there, pop that one in, and I think that's everything we needed to do for that. Pretty cool, isn't it? Now this thing you can use to actually set up some pretty decent storage. I know a lot of people use this, and you can actually link it, and you can use the, is it this thing, the little remote thing? I've seen people where, oh, yeah, there you go. So you can use it for this. You can link it with the storage thing. And then this thing right here, you can access storage with it. But you can also use AE or refined storage and a storage bus somehow. I've never actually ended up doing that, but I know you can do it. Yeah, there we go. Right, so that'll be that one nearly done. The next one is we actually need to crack on with some micro missiles from Pneumaticraft, and I'm going to skip Pneumaticraft as well. I feel like we are in the business of skipping stuff in this season because we have got, there you go, that'll be another quest, by the way. Yeah, there we are. Thank you. Because we've already started doing it, I will say, I should probably point this out to everyone that doesn't know. I already did a whole season on this, on All the Mods 10, from the beginning, right? And I also did a multiplayer season on it. And I've been doing like guides and stuff in it for the longest time. And now I've done another season on it. It's been like over a year since my first episode on this came out. So I've been playing this like a ton. I love this pack. Fantastic pack. But the reason I started playing this pack, again, is because I needed something to fill the gap until All the Mods 10 To the Skies comes out. And I believe that is in pre-alpha right now. So they are working on it. It's not in a state where it's like even vaguely playable for, you know, content creation, if you know what I mean. But I know I could get access to it if I wanted to and start doing videos on it. But I don't really want to do that until Ollie says it's okay. Ollie is the person that created the All the Mods 9 To the Skies. And yeah, it was a really good pack. All the Mods 9 To the Sky. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm proper waiting now for All the Mods 10 To the Sky to come out. Which is why I think us skipping a few things, because I do think it's going to come out soonish. I think us skipping a few things is okay. Anyway, that's enough backstory right there. Let's crack on with this. Now, the reason I come down here is because, yeah, another skip using villagers. We can do that. So, trader. Just going to use a regular trader. I've kind of knackered myself, haven't I? Because I want to put this one. I want to put another dude down right here, I suppose, for now. Anyway, if we do, didn't I hit up a pneumatic craft area? No, I didn't. Okay, that's a bit of a pain. We do have a bunch of stuff though, just from looting things, right? I'm trying to look for, where is it? The charging station, I think it's called. That's the badger right there. Okay, so this one, relatively easy to make. That's such a cool sound, honestly. I thought I'd get annoyed by that, but it's genuinely a really cool sound. So yeah, if we do that and then we get some clay on the smelt, we can do one of those and we get ourselves a charging station. And I can put the charging station in like that, get ourselves a villager, stick that one in, and we can just buy a bunch of stuff. Emeralds. So let's buy them out of those, buy them out of those, buy them out. Oh, flipping heck. Oh, those are really bad trades. Okay, we'll buy them out of those instead. Puzzle pieces, why the heck not? Did I just use that? Oh, okay. I used up all of my emeralds for that one. The last trade that this guy does, by the way. Oh, never mind. Micro missiles. That's funny. That is really funny. That is the micro missiles I think that we need right there. The exact same ones. Perfect. Okay, so we only got 3 out of it, but that's fine. It did just start raining, and it is nighttime. Why did you stop? Maybe because it's a thunderstorm or something, and then that means that you think it's nighttime or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, there you go. That was really easy as well. We'll pick this dude up. I'll put him back here somewhere. There we go. Neat little area right here. We need one more maybe. If we were to do MI, definitely use the MI villager because they're so good. So that's that one done. What else did we need to do? We needed to make the pocket storage. I'm actually going to program this one in. That's why I came up here. So pocket storage. Pocket storage. It goes all the way down like this. I think we've got everything to make this. And I think that's everything. Might need to make some more of these. Now, I will say, let me just chuck these in. There we go. I had to make an autocrafter on its own and set the priority to 9001 because it's over 9,000, obviously. Because for whatever reason, I had a bucket recipe and I think it was like the lava bucket. So, you know, this one right here. Even though it's, you get a lava, no, it wasn't the lava bucket. It was whatever used the lava bucket. There was a recipe that used a lava bucket, and it was like, but you're going to get a lava bucket, or you're going to get a bucket back. So we're going to use the lava up, and you're going to get the bucket back. So that is how we're going to make it, like, get buckets from now on. And I was like, that's not at all what I wanted. I want my bucket recipe to be this right here. But it didn't do that. It was like, nah, we're going to do the one that we already know. So I had to make this to set this to the highest priority. But at least you can do that, right? You can set your autocrafters in priority order. I originally had this, I think it was in the same one as one of these, which had the bucket recipe in it. I don't remember which one it was now, but yeah. Yeah, that was kind of annoying. I'm just putting it out there. It was a bit annoying. I'm finding all these annoying things with refined storage, but we are slowly getting there with it, I think. Pocket. I cannot type today. Pocket. I can't even spell. There you go. Pocket storage tier 4. I'm going to make 19 of them if we can. I know it's a bit of a waste because we're not really going to make, we're not going to use 19, but we can make one of these at least. And this thing's pretty cool. It's a bit like a dank from what I remember. Why is it not a quest thing? But anyway, yeah, you can see you can put like 63 items. Or is it? Yeah, 64 because it's 0 indexed. And what that means is I think it will just like hold on to those items. So you can put like a bunch of, I don't know, like stone or something in here. So there's that one done. Paradox machine is going to be a little bit difficult. Crystal staff is not going to be difficult at all. In fact, we'll probably do this one next. Yeah, definitely do the crystal staff next. And then the Manhattan project or Manhattan module, which is what they called the nuclear. If you've watched Oppenheimer, which I haven't, by the way, I should probably go and watch that at some point. I think it was on Netflix or something recently. And I'm a massive fan of Christopher Nolan. So you'd think I'd watched it by now, but I just haven't been to the cinema in ages and I haven't watched films in a while. It's a bit weird, really. But anyway, we wanna definitely make the Manhattan module, but it needs a bunch of machines, so we need the atomic forge and stuff. We'll come back to that one, I think, later. Crystal staff and the paradox machine we can do. And then I think the only other thing, other than getting the dimensional seed, which we could do completely if we wanted to, the only other thing that we need, I think, yeah, we're going to probably do the 25M portable item cell. I think it's going to be the Insanite block is the other thing that we need. And then we've basically done everything. We also need the dimensional seed, which needs to go, like, we'll probably have to put that, like, right here. Yeah, because that's, actually, we could put it right here, because that's the only other one that doesn't have mystical bees or AE in it. The Oblivion Shard and Dimensional Seed are the only ones. I suppose the Patrick Star as well. We could probably do that one. And we could do these ones as well, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. And then the rest of it is all from here to here. It's all mystical AE or bees. Fair enough. Cool. Okay, I'm going to do the Crystal Staff first. So let's crack on with that. Now, we do need a bit of things from roots. So that's the thing we need to do first. Doesn't look that bad, does it? You get the verdant sprigs by breaking crops. You can't do the right click thing. You have to break the crops. Really good way of doing that is if you've got a mine colony, they actually break and then replace the seeds. So you do end up with loads of these verdant sprigs because it's just how it works. So we need one of these. I want to do, I think it was this one, wasn't it? Yeah. You can't flip in bookmark this. That's so annoying. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We need a diamond block. We need stick. We need blaze powder. Block of coal. Acacia bark. Okie dokie. Verdant sprig. And then birch bark as well. I don't think we've got any acacia. No, it doesn't look like we do. Do we have any acacia saplings? We do. Okie dokie. We've got any birch saplings? Silver birch. No, we've only got silver birch. Now, I've got this weird thing where I love white concrete. It's my favorite block in the whole game, right? But I really don't like birch. I've mentioned this a few times throughout the years. But I'll tell you for why, and it is because I thought it was a joke when it was first, like, introduced. I think that's birch right there, isn't it? Yeah, birch. Lovely. So we need a knife for that. Yeah, I thought it was a joke. I was like, oh, they've missed a texture. Oh, that's so funny that they've missed a texture. Back in the day, we need a knife from... Yeah, we need this knife right here. Bark knife. There you go. Yeah, back in the day, it was... I'm just going to right-click all of these, by the way, because, yeah. Minecraft was a little buggy to begin with. Like, the actual, like, full-on Minecraft game. Not the modded version, but proper Minecraft was, like, buggy. And it had all these things. There was at one point where nether quartz used to spawn in the overworld. But you didn't know that? That's something that I vaguely remember from back in the day. I don't know which version that was, but it did happen. Anyway, I'm going to pop over here. We'll go grow up some of these acacia trees. I'll use the rest of the knife on it. So, bone meal. Yeah, bunch of bone meal. We've got a ton of bones still. That's still going strong, which is really nice to see. There we go. Well, that's actually a pretty good one, isn't it? You can sometimes get really lucky and get multiple bark out of one piece of acacia log. Oh, there you go. That one's broke now. But we got 23, so that's pretty good. We got enough. We basically got enough right there. So let's put these ones away. Now, I forgot as well. We actually need the things that go around it. Let's do at roots. Now, if we're going to do this, I should probably make 2 and then make the acceleration one. But I've already said that I'm not doing acceleration stuff. So no, we're not. We're not going to do that. What the heck is Radiant Daisy? I actually don't know what these 3 are. They're a bit... They're different. New, different stuff. Love it. And there's all these different types right here. I think we just need to make this. Is it 4 that we need? Let's have a look for the recipe for this. So we need 8 of these, and then we need a bunch of the big ones as well. So the attuned version. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. We'll probably just do this out here somewhere. Doesn't need to be anywhere fancy, does it? I'm on shapeless. Why are you not just... Okay. Get rid of all of these. There we go. Nice. We need some braziers as well, from what I remember. So, have we got brazier right here? Incense. That's it. Incense brazier. Yeah, I think we need 4 of these. I'm going off memory, by the way. This might not be how you do it. But I think it is. You need 4 of those. There we go. And we pop those around the edge. Like that. And then I vaguely remember, if we have a look at the recipe one more time. 1, 2, and then you place it down. So this counts as one of the blocks, 2, and then you place it there. And we're going to do that on all of the sides. And then you got to do the corners as well. So that corner, that corner, that corner, and that corner. And then, I've got to look at the recipe again. Okay, so it's out 1. And then you place it. There you go. That is actually done now, I think, right there. We need a flint and steel. We need one of... Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. If we have a look at this. These ones go in the incense burners. These ones go on top. So, block of coal, verdant sprig, and the barks. So I can do... 1 bark goes in there, 1 bark goes in there. Did I put it in? Oh, I did put it in. Yeah, cool. Okay. So I'm going to put those ones away. We need a block of coal. We need, what was it? A verdant sprig? Sprig. And I think that's all we need. If we do this, and then block of diamonds, stick, and blaze powder go on top. So put the stick on. I don't think it matters what order they go in. And blaze powder. There we go. And then what you do is you you have to light the incense burners, if I remember correctly. So we're going to use flint and steel, which we actually don't have one right now because I used it in a recipe recently. So you have to right click on all of these and then shift right click on the middle. And there you go. That's going to make us a crystal staff. Don't ask how I know this. I figured it out ages ago and it's like it vaguely comes back. And I seem to always make it all the mods. And there you go. There's your crystal staff. This thing is awesome. You can put it back in even and you can like add some spells to it. There's a spell that we're going to get later on, which is like an acceleration spell. And it's super good. And it lasts for quite a long time. But there you go. There's our crystal staff that we're going to chuck in like this. I didn't even use any durability. I love that. I didn't use durability on the thing right there. On the flint and steel. So, crystal staff is done. Now we're just left with the 3 hard, really difficult ones to get. So, the Eclipse Alloy ingots, they're not actually that difficult for us to get. In fact, we've already got them. I did a Patreon/YouTube member video on how I did my Just Dire things. I'll pop down here so you guys can see it. This is my Just Dire thing setup. It's like a wall of machines. So if you are interested in that, I'm going to release it, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to release it to anyone who is even the basic member of my Patreon or YouTube. Ideally, Patreon. Patreon's a little bit more kind when it comes to how much of the money comes to me, by the way. But I understand that a few like countries don't have Patreon, or yeah, you just don't have it in your country, whereas I think every country has YouTube members. So if you can be a YouTube member instead, that's still really appreciated. So thank you to everyone that is a YouTube member or a Patreon. Now, unfortunately, the best way to get time crystals, timey-wimey time crystals right there, is bees, funny enough. You can get yourself some of these time combs right here from the time bee. Which, if we have a look, time... Okay, I missed. Time bee. Well, I hate when you double-click on this when you don't mean to. The time bee, you can... Oh, flipping heck, look at that. You need a Celestia Gem, Draconic, you need Skulk, you need Eclipse Alloy. Oh, yeah, you need a bunch of, like, different bee things for this. Is this... These species of bees do not breed amongst themselves. That's fine. By the time that you've got to this point, you probably... This species... What the heck is that? Is that an ostrich egg? Interesting. Celestia Gem bee. Celestia Gem bee. They can't breed amongst themselves either. So you're going to have to make a bunch of Void Shimmer goo and then squish down a bunch of Celestia Gem bees to get yourself... I mean, technically... I think it's still broke. Anyway, we're not here to talk about bees. We'll talk about bees when we actually come to doing bees. But I think for the first one, we are gonna probably have to automate getting ourselves a time crystal, which is actually kind of cool because I'm gonna use a comment that a bunch of people kept spamming on my flipping video about the time crystal, which is you can use a cardboard box on it. I'm joking. We're not going to use the cardboard box on it, but we are going to use the cardboard box on it to get ourselves, I forget the name of it. Budding, is it called? A budding amethyst crystal? I mean, we could literally just go pick it up. Yeah, we're going to go do that. If I remember correctly, there is one down here somewhere. I think I went to it specifically. I put some of this glass here, by the way, so we can walk through. Is it this one that I went to? I think it was down this way. Is it around here somewhere? No, maybe not. One of these tunnels leads to a maybe it's one of these tunnels. I don't think it's that one. Maybe it's... I'm going to have a look on the map, aren't I? Oh, wrong map. This one. That one there looks like it's gonna... Okay, so it's this one. Fair enough. I really should have tidied up my tunnel, but I didn't want to at the time, so biting me in the bum right now. So around this area, according to the map, there should be, if we do shapeless. There you go. That's what we're looking for. And that's what we're looking for right there. Perfect. So we can use a cardboard box. I was trying to show everybody how to do this without using mechanism. And then a load of people were like, oh, you silly sausage. You could just use cardboard box. Even though it was how to use it without using like any other mod. Just using Just Diet things. And it was also how to automate this. And that's what we're going to have to do, I think, with this. We're going to have to automate it. So let's do a /home because it just gets back a bit quicker. So we needed a... this thing. We needed this. Because to get the budding time crystal, you need to put it next to a shadow pulsed goo. And we've got one of those downstairs that is like always active. So I'm just going to put this over here. So that is going to convert that. You can see it's converting it. And then it will absorb the energy from this area. In fact, we don't really need that many. So maybe we should just use a cardboard box. Yeah. It's going to absorb all of the energy from the overworld. When it's done that, we need to take it into the nether. And then when it's done that, we need to take it into the end. We need to take it across like that. And you can see right now it's absorbing all the particles going into it. And it will sort of change color when it does this. I will say it's taken its sweet time right now. It's taken a lot of time. In the meantime then, swapper. I'm going to just set up the swapper. I think it'll be a fun thing to do. So I'm going to go program it in, actually. And let's program in the swapper because we need quite a bit of it. I might want to take this with me. Nah, it's fine. Just trust me, that will change. Look at the color of it right now, and we'll come back to it. Sorry, Zed. I know Zed can't actually see green that well, so... Got that color blindness where you can't see green too well. So I do apologize. So, swapper. We've got the simple swapper. And you can actually use this as like a pseudo way of like teleporting. You can swap with another place. It's a bit like a waystone. Now, speaking of waystone, at the end of the episode, we're going to use our waystone to go somewhere pretty special. And yeah, it's all programmed in and everything. So we'll go and have a look at that. Hopefully you guys aren't too appalled by the state of the area that we're going to go to, but should be interesting, at least. Anyway, so swapper. We just we made the simple swapper right there. And we're going to make ourselves the... Oh, I didn't realize it used Eclipse Alloy for that, but that's fine. We can do that. We've got enough now to do Eclipse Alloy. I think this one's my empty one, isn't it? There you go. So, we actually need 2 swappers per dimension. So, we need 6 swappers. Ooh, that's going to be a pain. Anyway, we're gonna set it off. Thing over here is gonna get full up, I think. Oh, there you go. It's turned blue. So we do that, and we can take this. Have you got any other stuff that you need to place? No, you don't. Okay, cool. Nice one. Right, let's just trust that that's gonna work. Whilst that's happening, I am gonna go into the nether. Yeah, I need to go to nether next, don't I? All right, there you go. We're in the nether now. I am just going to place it here. Take the cardboard box off of it. Now, when this goes into the end and it absorbs the end, that's when it starts creating these time crystals, which you can then mine off. However, it does degrade. So it's a bit like applied energistics with the, like, what they call the Certus quartz. So if you don't have a perfect Certus quartz block... Ooh, that was quick, wasn't it? Yeah, if you don't have a perfect one, then it will break. Anyway, let's pop to the end. And I'm just going to place this somewhere. Let's place it there for now. There we go. And it's going to absorb the end energy. Should probably knock out the bottom bit of it as well. I will also say that you could put... Go on, out you go. Thank you. You can put on this the growth accelerators from Applied Energistics. And you can make it so it loops with all of the growth accelerators. We'll probably do that. We'll do it with 5 growth accelerators, I think. Again, that's Applied Energistics, so we can't do it just yet. But I'm going to plan for it. I'm going to plan ahead for that. And that is using the swappers right here. So there you go. This is now able... and willing to make us some of the time crystals. that one out of the way. There we go. It takes forever. So the growth accelerators are definitely needed, I'd say. They're 100% needed. Yeah. Right, I've set up all the swappers and the sensors and all of that sort of gubbins. I've already done all of that now. We're not going to do any AE with this. I really, really want to do the AE growth accelerators because it really speeds this up. But we're not going to do that until we've actually unlocked applied energistics. So that's going to be some time, basically. Is that crystal already grown? Well, that'd be good if it is. But yeah, anyway, what I'm going to do is call it here. And then next episode, we'll go over all of this. And I've got a little surprise for next episode as well. So make sure you stick around for that. Thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.